Hello and welcome to Code Culture. My name is Michele and I'm your host. Today I'm going to review for you the Revit Denver H2O motorcycle jacket, which I'm wearing now. I'm going to talk about the features, the fit, and trying to determine whether or not it's worth the money. And spoiler alert, I don't think it is. And if you're new here, well, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing to the channel because I review codes, sometimes motorcycle codes like today, sometimes regular codes, pretty much every week. You might be familiar with this jacket if you have watched the TV series Long Way Home, which chronicles the motorcycle travels of Ewan McGregor and Charlie Boorman from Scotland all the way to Norway and back to Scotland. I've done a whole video about all the jackets that the pair of friends is wearing in that show, and you can watch it clicking on the screen now or somewhere in the description below. Now let's talk about the features of this Revit Denver H2O. Like the name implies, H2O, this is a jacket which is really designed to be fully waterproof. It is made of Cordura and a proprietary shell PWR, which is guaranteed to completely keep you dry in case of a storm. In terms of styling, the jacket is a revisitation of the classic four pockets design, which is ubiquitous in the motorcycle clothing field and which was made so popular since the 40s of last century by jackets like the Barbour International and the Belstaff Trailmaster. However, the styling of this jacket is a little different because you can see that it has the two waist pockets, which are actually very spacious and completely waterproof. But if I look at the chest pocket, I have a classic slanted map chest pocket on the left. But on the right, I actually have a Napoleon pocket, which is not waterproof. The jacket also has an internal pocket right here, which is also waterproof, and it's easily accessible without having to open the jacket, which is a plus. One of the main features of this jacket is its destination layer, i.e. a layer that you can unzip entirely and wear separately from the jacket. This is going to keep you very warm and toasty in case you are riding in cold weather. However, really nothing beats having your own heated gear, but that's just me. One thing that is absolutely infuriating about this jacket is the way the thermal liner has been constructed. So that every time you go and try and take off this jacket, the thermal liner will get like this. You will lose it unless you get it first. It's really a bad design for a motorcycle jacket. One of the things that as motorcyclists absolutely hate is having to work against the jacket when we put it on and off. This for me, it's one of the main reasons why I do not use this jacket, because getting it on and especially off, it's just a pain in the butt. Now, when you finally are able to get your jacket off of you and you want to use the internal liner as a separate jacket for going to dinner or staying around camp, this is what it looks like. I think the large actually fits me well, which proves that the jacket per se is actually pretty a loose fit. And it's nothing special, but it can definitely do the job. The jacket has a throat guard which can be latched. I find this system of latching it extremely difficult to operate. Not a fan, honestly. I don't particularly like it, but that's what it has. The jacket also has these Velcro adjustments on the sleeves, which really look very cheap, and they make it look like a cheap rain jacket that you can get from REI to go hiking. I understand that you can get a pretty good fit on your wrist, and you can then put your glove over to avoid any cold spot. But putting your gloves over the jacket does not guarantee that you will not get rain seeping through the top of the gloves onto your hand. So not a fan of this system. I guess you could put your cuff over the gloves and that could be definitely better. But again, I think the system, although very easy to operate, it's actually pretty cheap. The jacket comes with protectors on the elbows and the shoulders. The protectors are certified level 1, which is the minimum standard for motorcycle clothing. The jacket does not come with a back protector. It has a pocket for you to fit your own back protector in it. The jacket as a whole is certified A, level of protection A, which again is the minimum that you can get. Not a particularly protective jacket, but a jacket that can be handy in the cold and in the rain for city riding, in my opinion. The jacket doesn't have anything on the collar to make it more pleasant to the touch. Your skin will be in contact with this Cordura / polyester material. I find this jacket very stuffy. I can sweat in it very easily. One thing that I like is all the adjustability that this jacket offers. You have the opportunity to cinch it up at the bottom of the jacket to kind of guarantee that less cold air comes in. And you also have the possibility to cinch it up on the waist with a similar system. Now, unfortunately, the zipper comes all the way down to the end of the jacket and it's bi-directional. Why do I say unfortunately? When you sit on a motorcycle, you do not want the jacket to just come up like this because you're sitting on your seat. You want there to be space between where the zipper is and the jacket ends. That's why I love my Belstaff Trailmaster, because the zipper ends way before the jacket ends. And when you get on the motorcycle, the jacket just opens up and it's very comfortable. With this type of jacket instead, what you have to do, you get on the motorcycle, you're gonna open it a little bit, but what's gonna happen is that this zipper is going to open up potentially as you're riding, and a lot of cold air is gonna come in, or you're gonna have to readjust it, which is potentially unsafe. Not a fan. Now, in terms of fit, the website describes this jacket as a loose fit, and I would agree. I am 180 pounds, 41 chest, 32 waist, 34 sleeves. I got a large. I think I could have gotten a medium. I'm going to say that Revit, out of all the motorcycle apparel manufacturers out of Europe, is the one with the most American sizing. This large is actually pretty big on me. I could definitely have gotten away with a medium, but I also wanted something loose to be able to wear it over a lot of layers. So that was the reason for buying the large. But according to their size chart, I was large. Now, if I remove the liner, then the jacket is definitely bigger. The sleeves are also very long, but that doesn't bother me. Again, when you're sitting on the motorcycle, you want the sleeves to be perfect for that. And in this case, they really are. I really don't like this whatever. Now, who is this jacket for? I'm going to say that this jacket is for somebody that wants a completely waterproof jacket for city riding. I would not consider this as a touring jacket. I don't feel particularly safe in it. I don't like the material, and I don't think it's that warm for long distance touring. Although, of course, you can add your own heated gear underneath. That's not a problem. But I would say that this is for somebody who does not necessarily want a Trailmaster Barbour International look, which is probably too heritage for certain people. If somebody wants something that it's a little more modern looking, with more modern materials, this could be a good buy. I would not recommend it for anything other than that. Now, in terms of pricing, this is a $500 jacket, and right now you can find it actually on sale on Revit website for $350. I would say that this is not worth it. You can find definitely better jackets from other brands, which I'm not going to mention, but there are a few Italian companies that do a better job at that price point, which is not cheap. $500 is not a cheap jacket. At $350, potentially a good buy if you're looking for something that you can just put on and be moderately safe in the city. But again, I think that for the money, there are better jackets out there. I don't use this much, to be honest, and I also regret the purchase. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review and that you found it interesting. Let me know in the comments below if you own this jacket and what you think of it. And please don't forget to like and subscribe.